The United Nations Weather Agency is urging the speedy adoption of global reforms ahead of a looming water crisis. More droughts and floods are expected due to climate change. The number of people living with inadequate access to water is expected to hit 5 billion within 30 years. Well, Lucy Hoff joins us live now from Brussels for more on this story. Lucy, what steps do countries need to take to improve global water management?
Well, there really has been a stark warning from the WMO about the risks of failure to tackle this issue, a warning of what it has described as a looming water crisis. We're told that there needs to be urgent reform, which would include better integrated climate and water policy, as well as improving climate financing, specifically on the issue of water management. We're told that's anything from flood warning systems in Asia, given the devastating flooding that we've seen in countries including India, China and Pakistan in recent months due to extreme rainfall, to drought warning systems in Africa, both of which, of course, are being exacerbated by climate change. So a call for urgent more funding, for better integrated policy when it comes to climate and water systems to prevent what is really being described as a looming crisis with as many as 5 billion people at risk over the course of the next 3 decades if this issue is not tackled sufficiently.
Lucy, as you've said there are billions who don't have access already to safe water. Over the next 3 decades, that's going to get worse. Is there a plan to get that water to them?
Yeah, we have had a number of pieces of research into this issue, and this was raised by the WMO in that press conference from Geneva earlier. We understand that the levels of access to clean and safe water haven't really changed since the 1990s, and unless more is done to improve education and access, there could be a risk that billions more will lose their access to clean and safe water over the next few decades. So what the WMO is really recommending is stressing of importance of household treatment of water as opposed to the traditional chlorinated pipe systems that have been recommended in the past. So this is effectively water that comes into households through a number of different treatments like filtration, like the removal of sediments, and about safe storage treatments. So in order to tackle this, this really is about improving access at a local level through education systems, through access and through local management. So that is the impetus, as you said there, with a risk that billions more could lose access before 2030, should there be not these systems introduced sufficiently.
It's a massive challenge. Lucy, thank you very much for that. Lucy Hoff there in Brussels.